Shalom, Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wal Barakathum unto the 144,000, as well as the rest of you elect. May peace and blessing be unto your household. And it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And this quick lesson, we're just going to get into dang, I just lost it. Basically, we're gonna go into along the lines about dealing with women, whether to have a woman. Oh, Slack, I just remember. Basically, you're gonna catch hell either way. You have a woman or you don't. But it is better to not have a woman. Right? I can't say that much. It's far much better to not have a woman. All right, but you still gonna catch hell in that regard too, because as man, I mean, what the woman was created for? It was created to be a help onto us. All right, and they're really not being that, but just because they're not being that doesn't mean that we in the flesh, right? We're men, so we're still gonna want women regardless. But we're not just gonna settle for any old thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get this real quick. It's Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18. It says, and Yahweh Shem Shah said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet for him. All right. So the women, they're literally created to be a helpmeet unto us, man. All right. The word woman goes into a female servant. All right. That's what they're created to do. All right. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to want a woman. All right. But, some brothers can do it, some brothers can't. Right? However, the Lord really got it set up for every brother's situation, as you can say. Because, not having a woman is not easy. It's not easy. But it's far more better. I'll tell you that for sure. It's far more better, but it's not easy. As Apostle Hart likes to say, man, that lonely demon try to creep in. I'm so lonely. JJ know what I'm talking about. But let me get this 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 1. All right, it says, now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. All right, why is that? Because, man, these women, honestly, these women are through. All right, the apostles, elders, they recommend if you do get one of a heathen nation or Northern Kingdom, but Northern Kingdom pretty bad too. But for sure, stay away from the Southern Kingdom, for really primarily Judah, because they're the worst of the worst. All right, the so-called black woman. All right, and there's reasons for that, man. All right, so it's just like, and it's crazy because lately I've been hearing, like just every now and then I hear brothers be saying like, if you ain't got no woman, stay that way. All right, but like I said, man, it's easier said than done because as men, you're gonna want a woman. What man doesn't want a woman? Really want a woman that's in order, right? Because you don't want just any kind of woman. You want a woman that's gonna serve you, that's gonna do right by you, that's gonna honestly treat you like their Lord, like they're supposed to, and which these women don't do. They don't do. All right, but as of considering the times that we're in, for brothers that don't have women, hey, just the Lord, he'll throw you a bone, but don't really be looking for a woman like that. Just honestly, just be chilling. Don't worry about it, because woman is the biggest distraction you can have in this truth. Right? And women, these women are just through. Right? These women are not worth dealing with, to be honest. And remember, when I'm reading this in 1 Corinthians, this happened. This is back then. How much more should we apply this like now? You know what I mean? But there's man, what was I gonna say? It's like I lost it. But I'm just go ahead and jump down to verse 9. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 9 says, but If they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. Now, if the burn is just that bad, then marry, and marriage just goes to what? Active sex. All right, that's how you be married unto a woman, through active sex. Not you putting a ring on it. All right, you put a ring on it, you just screwing yourself over. All right, any J with common sense can see that, or man at least. Yeah, man. If it's just that bad, then obviously marry. But considering the times, it's just like, honestly, bro, it's just so far more better to not marry. I'll just speak from my personal experience. I had a woman, and I've been without too, and being without is far better than having one. All right, honestly, there's no pro. There's not really hardly any pros to having really a woman. Honestly, it's really not as of now. Meaning, as of now, not saying that like there's nothing wrong with getting a woman. Jake want a woman. Jake love women, but considering these times, bro, it's not the wisest thing to do. All right, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that in. It's real quick. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. I'm starting at verse. I'm just saying verse 1. It says, to everything there's a season and a time, to every person's purpose under the heaven. So there's a time for everything, bro. And we're in a time of, honestly, war, right? And excuse me, Slocky. And with us knowing that, man, the last thing you want to do is add more. Will be the best way. Honestly, man, add more of a burden onto you, because you adding a woman, you have to take care of her. Right? All you doing is just adding a burden onto you, which is going to slow you down. Right? But if Jake chooses to get a woman, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad thing. It's just like, to every man his own. Like if the burn is just that bad, and honestly, the Lord knows, because if it is that bad, the Lord will give you one. But if you can contain, if you are good, then guess what? You're just not going to have one. I'm going to jump down to verse, what is it, 27. Yeah. This 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 27. It says, art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose. So if you do have a wife, man, hey, you're not supposed to be seeking to be loosed. Right? If your woman is pleased to dwell with you, hey, dwell with her. And if she's like actually doing right by you, then be with her, right? But on the flip side, if she's just being a straight demon and just like, and she's really just holding you back for real, then hey, obviously cut her off, obviously, but it's easier said than done. All right, verse 27, in the middle of 27. Oh, wait, not 28. It says, but, wait. No, in the middle of verse 27, slide. It says, seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. So you're not supposed to. So if you are by yourself, you're not supposed to be, honestly, chasing after these women. All right, seeking a woman. Even though, honestly, it's a natural thing to do. Consider the fact that Consider the fact that we are, like, we're created to, have multiple women. How much more, like, we ain't got women? You got to deal with the burn. What can I say, bro? We Jake, bro. What Jake don't want a woman? You know what I mean? If you don't want a woman, then there's something wrong with you. All right, I'm gonna get Sirach chapter 36 and verse, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 22. It says, the beauty of a woman cheers the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. So, we are visual creatures. We love what we see. That's why women put on makeup or get the BBLs and stuff, because they understand that men are visual creatures. Right? We're not gonna mess with a girl. Oh man, her personality is just great. Nah, you gotta look some kind of decent to us for us to mess with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, it cheers the countenance. So just simply, like, Jake Jake wanting a beautiful woman is just gonna put a smile on his face. It's gonna be glorious unto him, as you can say. All right, but keep going. Verse 22 it says, not 22. 23 it says, if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth a wife beginneth a position, a help like unto himself, and a pillow of rest, which is what these women are supposed to be, but they're not. All right. I mean, you got some women are decent. Don't get me wrong. Some women do some of them things, but guess what? Women are gonna be women. It's their subject. That's Satan play toys, man. That's Satan play toys. All right. So we see that with what? Solomon, Adam, King David, women all went off because of a woman. All right. So it's like so with us knowing that, you just like, dang, it's really better off that we don't have women. This is like back then. These is years ago, hundreds of years ago. This is back then, dude. How much more now? And it's like as time go on, for you sincere Akim Aquas, you know, as time go on, man, things are getting worse. All right, scripture says, out of all men I found one righteous, and with women I found none. Right, like I ain't like Lord did a number on us, man. He did a number on us simply with our women. Simply with our women. Because we're really what Lord is doing with our woman is showing us how we treated him. Therefore, that's why we're treated like this by our woman. You know? So that's why, like, considering the times, man, it's the best thing to do is not get a woman. If you end up getting one, okay, cool. If she's decent, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad thing, but you're better off by yourself. And Apostle Paul, he understood that. It's better. You're far better off by yourself. You can, if you're if you're a man in the truth and you've been through it, you'll understand. Like, yes, it is far better. But don't get me wrong, that burn is not no joke. It's not no joke, especially if you're a young man like me. See, I'm nothing but 23. So dealing with that burn ain't no joke. Don't get me wrong, but dealing with a woman is no better, honestly. You get inbox in-house pussy. That's it. That's the only, honestly, that's the only good thing that these women are good for, and honestly, barely even that now. Barely even that. You know? So, I'm gonna keep going to, but yeah, verse 24, it says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a position, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest, which is what we all want, bro. What man don't want a woman, an actual helpmate, bro? You know, you got brothers that have a woman that actually like trying to be helpmates and stuff is, like I said, decent. You know, because we're not going to be fully satisfied with the women until they, as a, Elder Yashwamba said, until they see us as their Lord, like their Savior, the only way out, we're not going to really be satisfied with these women, no matter what they do. So really, until Jacob's trouble is when you're really going to be able to like these women, love these women, for real. But, yeah, man. So, I'm going to keep going. It says, verse 25, it says, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. And he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. So, it's normal for you to, like, you know, to want a wife or a rib, however you want to say it. That's normal, right? That's one of the things that's one of the hills you have to deal with being alone. Is that, like, you want a wife, you want someone to lay with you at night, you want someone to, you know, be with, cheer you up, to look upon and be like, hey, that's nice. But, you know, with the times we in, the way things are, the way these women are, the way everything is, it's just like, it's not the best idea. All right, it's not the best idea. Now, if like I said, I'm probably gonna be saying this throughout the whole video. Like I said, if you get a wife, cool, bro. That's good. If she's decent, cool. If she make you happy, cool, bro. All right, now if she's stressing you out, holding you back, then you know what to do. You know. But yeah, it's just honestly far better to be by yourself. But you know, this hell that comes with being by yourself. That lonely demon, you don't deal with that when you have a rib. You don't deal with the lonely demon. You get to deal with stress though, but not the lonely demon. That and the burn, lonely demon, burn, and you as a man, you're gonna want a wife. You're just gonna want one. You know, I literally got it in Genesis chapter 2 and 18. It's not good for a man to be alone. So he created the woman for us, but they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So it's like there's no point in really dealing with them. It's like I think I heard Apostle Gabar say this like a long time ago. How like these women really they're like females. They're just female. They're not even women. They're just females. Because a woman means a female servant. If they're not being a female servant, they're just being females. All right, just a slap of meat. That's it. Something you get your rocks off with. That's really it, man. But let me see if there's any more. Nah, that's good on that one. Back to 1 Corinthians. What was that? 7:20. Okay, 7:28. It says, "But and if thou marry, that has not sinned." So you're not going off by marry by giving you a wife. And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. So as far as a woman, if you're a woman and you are a virgin, you have not been touched by a man, then if you've been married, you haven't sinned either. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. So in other words, you're saying you're gonna catch hell. You're gonna catch hell when you have a woman. All right. Any brother that has dealt with women understands that. All right. Because with women, it's more cons than pros. You got to take care of them more. You gotta deal with the headaches. You gotta deal with her stress. She can hold you back. You know, it's just not the best thing. You know, especially with the condition we are in. Oh, and then on top of that, you might with a lot of these women, they're not even women. So it's like they all messed up in the head. You know, they're all messed up. They don't know how to serve their man. They don't know how to be a helpmeet to their man. A lot of them don't. And the few that do, I mean, that's cool. That's good. All right. Now, for you sincere sisters, we understand that, you know, y'all trying, which is keep going. Don't get me wrong. Keep going. Keep trying to do better. Keep trying to be more of a servant. All right. Keep fulfilling your role to the best of your ability as a woman. Keep doing that. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, this is more so, like the apostle said, this is more so a man thing as of right now. But, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Right? It's not going unlooked by the Lord. And if you have a man, make sure you are being a servant unto your man and being that pillar of rest. Don't be stressing your man out, giving him a hard time. All right, he already got to deal with the world as it is. But yeah, we'll go back to, what was it, 28? All right, 29 says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none." All right, so, you know, even though you have a wife here, you know, we're busy. We got work to do. We got sheep to feed. We got things to do as men of the Lord, man. We're busy men. So having a wife, you know, you're not gonna be able to spend as much time as you would want to with your wife. And, you know, with that, things come with that. You know, because then she start complaining, "Oh, you don't spend enough time with me," but you got work to do, right? Now it's the balance. You don't just straight up just neglect her. You don't do that. You spend when you get your chance, spend time with her. You have to. If you don't, then what you think is gonna happen? I ain't gotta say that. What you think is gonna happen? You know these women love attention. So yeah. So like, you know, even what I just read. Yeah. So we're in the times really to like I said, he said this back then, bro. How much more now? All right, the best thing you can do is not have a woman so you can focus on the ministry, so you can grow. You grow 10 times more than when you do have a woman, because that's lesser distractions. That's why when, you know, some brothers, they be in a point in life when they can't get a woman like that, or they're shooting but it's just not going in. There's just no woman really mess with them like that. Or the woman they do mess with, just not to they liking at all. Why you think that? Because, you know, the Lord, he wants your time. He wants you to get to know him better. He wants you to get closer to him. And with that woman being there is going to hinder that. All right? And when the time comes, I mean, hey, Lord, he'll give you a woman. He'll give you one. You know, sometimes he'll give you one just to show you how much, you know, how stressful it can be. How much he can actually hold you back. You know? Yeah, like I said, man, I've experienced that. I experienced that the most when I first came in the truth. Had me a woman, bro. I never grown so much when I lost her, and never been so peaceful. Cause I ain't got a headache. I ain't gotta sit here, talk to her, let her know things. Got to keep an eye on her. I ain't gotta worry about that, man. I just gotta focus on serving how about Shem Shai and growing with that. That's why it's so much better, because you can focus on the ministry for, more. Let me say it like that. You can focus on ministry more, because, like I said, women is the biggest distraction. All right, and with the woman, they could lead you to go off. Like I gave the previous examples of David, Solomon, Adam, all went off because of woman, right? So, if you get a woman, cool, bro, but just know what comes with it. As well as if you don't have a woman, hey, that's even better, bro. You could focus on the Lord more. You could be more productive in the ministry. You could grow more. All right. But yeah, that's really all I had. Just talking about, basically, the pros and cons of having a woman and not having a woman. All right. I'll just do a brief summary. Pros to having a woman. All right. You get your rocks off. You have a woman, so you could, I guess love on her, be affectionate, whatever, if you want to be. What did I already say? I already said get your rocks off. Honestly, that's about it. All right. Unless she's like, she's being a help me on to you, then that too. If she's being a help me. But then I'm gonna say the pros for being by yourself. The pros, you have peace of mind. Peace of mind, less stressed. Less distractions. Be able to serve Yahweh Shem Shai better. All right, you grow 10 times more, a lot more. And just 3, you ain't another one. You ain't got nothing holding you back. Because like I said, women, they're a burden. Nothing against you women, but y'all a burden as of right now. All right, but as far better as Apostle Paul said, man, he wished that we could be as him, to not deal with women, because he knows what comes with having a woman. Don't get me wrong. Woman is a beautiful thing, beautiful creatures. Lord, he created something for us to like, and that's something that we like. But they're not in their right state of mind right now. All right, they're not the best thing to be looking for. But as a Jay gonna be Jay. Jay still gonna shoot a woman. Jay still gonna try to get a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. We're created for that. We're created to have multiple. How much more when you don't have any? How you think we feel? It's not easy. It got its custom hell of being alone as well as having a woman. Because when you're with a woman, you can be like, dang, I'm tired of it. I don't want to be with a woman. But when you're by yourself, you be like, dang, I lucky, I want a little something, But yeah, that's all I really had. Just Lord willing, y'all's edified. Like I said, it's better to be alone. Right? If it's too much contained, marry, get your woman. Okay, cool. Just make sure she's to your liking, at least. At least do that. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I'm ending off by saying, call Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakradash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Till next time I say, Shalom, Yasharallah.